Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Routledge History of Literature in English, part 81. So let's dive in the world of literature. Tom Stoppard bring a new level of intellectual comic gymnastics to the theatre. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead in 1966, makes two minor characters in Shakespeare's Hamlet, the leading players in a comedy of identity and lack of it, with Hamlet as a very minor character. Then he also wrote plays such as The Real Inspector Hound in 1968, which is a one-act farce parodying the genre of detective fiction. Then he also wrote Jumpers in 1972, moves into the world of philosophical speculation with real gymnasts as a visual counterpoint to mental acrobatics. Then he also wrote plays such as The Real Thing in 1982, then Hapgood in 1988, then Arcadia in 1993. Then he also wrote Indian Ink in 1995, which examines conflicts of cultural identity in post-colonial India. Stoppard also co-wrote the highly successful film Shakespeare in Love in 1998. Alan Ayckbourn has written more than 50 plays, all of them comedies, from Relatively Speaking in 1967 to Comic Potential in 1999. After the three interconnected plays of the Norman conquests in 1975, which were played on successful evenings in the theatre, Ayckbourn, with House and Garden in 2000, has written two plays with interlocking plots and the same characters. Seasons, Greetings, Absurd Person, Singular, and Henceforward, along with the simultaneous action comedies comprising the Norman conquests, are among his major plays in a prolific output during the 1970s and 1980s. Edward Bond's Saved in 1965 caused considerable controversy when censorship was still in force because of the staged stoning to death of a baby, but Saved emerges as a key play in the recent political development of the theatre. Bond's Lear in 1971 takes Shakespeare's tragedy as a starting point for an examination of human cruelty. Bond's Bingo in 1973 actually puts the character of Shakespeare on stage in an examination of the clash between artistic and capitalist values. The play shows Shakespeare in his retirement in Stratford. David Hare wrote plays such as Knuckle in 1974, then Plenty in 1975, Racing Demon in 1998, which is a highly satirical portrayal of the relationship between the church and the state. The second part of a trilogy of State of the Nation plays, the third, Murmuring Judges, in 1992. The first play of the trilogy, The Secret Rapture, in 1998, is a family tragedy. Skylight in 1995 was his most popular play. It brings together a highly successful businessman, a 1980s figure, and a socially conscious school teacher who has rejected his lifestyle to live and work in an economically deprived area of London. Amy's View in 1997 then became Hare's most successful play. Written as a star vehicle for Dame Judi Dench, it is a play of an actress's memories and fantasies. Via Dolorosa in 1998 was a one-man play which Hare performed himself in London and New York. The Judas Kiss in 1998 was a different kind of play again, about Oscar Wilde's tragedy and reputation. Hare continues to explore the atmosphere of contemporary Britain in My Zinc Bed in 2000, which brings together the contrasting world of an internet entrepreneur and a poet he commissions to write about him. One of the most controversial plays of the 1980s was Howard Brenton's The Romans in Britain in 1980, which in a scene of homosexual rape effectively paralleled the Roman occupation of Britain with the contemporary situation in Northern Ireland. Brenton's plays have often confronted political themes, from Brass Neck, co-written with David Hare in 1973, a panorama of industrial capitalism, and the Churchill play in 1974, a dystopian view of the future. Hare and Brenton also collaborated on Pravda in 1985, one of the most significant plays of the 1980s. Howard Brenton tackled another revolutionary but nation-determining upheaval, the English Revolution and the execution in 1649 of Charles I by Oliver Cromwell's men in 55 days in 2012. Peter Shaffer wrote plays such as The Royal Hunt of the Sun in 1964, which is set at the time of the Spanish conquest of the Inca Empire. He also wrote plays such as Ayckbourn in 1973, which is a probing psychological drama of sexual deficiency, and Amadeus in 1980 examines the life and the myth of Mozart. If you have any doubts or query, you can ask me in the comment section below, or you can even message me in the social media IDs that are given below in the description box. And do share the video to all those who wants to be the part of this literary journey. So that's all for this video. Thank you and signing out.